exhibited by that video that you heard. Yeah, as I said, you can see it on my Off Limits show my Off Limits show Facebook page. If you want to see the link on there, let's scroll down, you'll find it and watch it. It's really funny. By the way, Amber Rose and Method Man make a cameo in that as well. But anyway, check her out. She's hilarious. I love her. 2 more things before I go, or 3 more things. Gracie and Frankie is a new show coming out on Netflix. It's a series with Lily Tomlin and with Jane Fonda, both from 9 to 5, of course. And they're playing like 70-year-old women who find out that their husbands are in love with one another and leave them for them. It's about their lives together. It looks really hilarious, so check that out when it comes out as well. Reddit has an entire page of penis pics by random guys, and it's in response to Snowden talking about the fact that the government can see all your penis pics, they can see all your private information, and so just took it, so to speak, to the government. These people on Reddit are going on and they are posting all these photographs of their penises. And hard penises, erect penises, and actually there's a lot of really nice ones on there, by the way. So you can go to Reddit and look for it, and you'll find it. But there's like tons and tons of them, this page after page. I mean, probably like 40, 50 pages of penises on there. But it's pretty interesting. The last thing I want to talk about before I go is Hillary Clinton, announced Sunday she's going to be running for president of the United States. And this was no surprise to most of us. I mean, everyone knows she was going to announce that she wants to be president someday. And speaking as a gay person, I'm not really sure how I feel about Hillary Clinton as a president. I like her enough. I'm just not like, fanatically behind her like I was Obama or I would be for Elizabeth Warren if Elizabeth Warren ran for president, whom, if you don't know who she is, you can find out. But anyway, she's awesome. And she said she really is a true mouthpiece for most people in this country and a protectorate of the rights of people, financially especially, in this country, and trying to close the wealth gap between the wealthy and the poor and the middle class in this country, and also wage equality and education reform, as well as student loan reform. And she's just fucking awesome. I love Elizabeth Warren. But anyway, she's not running for president. Hillary really is. And so, we've got 19 months before the actual election takes place. And so we've got, almost 2 years before we have to see what's actually going to occur and who's going to win and blah, blah, blah. But I think she's, obviously, I would prefer her over any Republican candidate. I don't know who else would actually be, a competition for her, which they made fun of, by the way, on SNL this weekend. She really doesn't have any competition, and she's almost a shoo-in to win as long as she doesn't fuck it up, or somebody doesn't come up with something else that she's done, or some dark secret or whatever. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But I don't know. Of the people that I know that are running so far, yes, I want Hillary Clinton to win. And she is a pro-gay rights advocate, which is good. I wouldn't say she's staunchly pro-gay, or like she's like a huge pro-gay advocate in terms of she took her a long time to kind of come around and admit it that she was. But you could say the same about Obama, I guess. But she is, I think, on our side for the most part. So hopefully she will win. In terms of what kind of president she would be, I don't know. But to say she's not qualified is ridiculous. She's obviously incredibly qualified. She was Secretary of State. She was First Lady, of course, for twice. And she's been in politics forever. So she has a law degree, and she's a Rhodes Scholar. I mean, she's fucking intelligent as hell. So, I mean, the woman is obviously qualified. That's not a question. My only question is, I don't really know what her platform is. And on her website, if you go to her website, which is HillaryClinton.com or Hillary, I can't remember what it's called, but if you go to her website, you'll see that she doesn't really have her platform listed. Most of the time, candidates have their platform listed, the issues and what they think about each issue, like gay rights or Wall Street reform or I don't know, education or domestic policy, foreign policy, whatever. And they say, short little blurbs or sometimes long ones about what they believe, and she doesn't really have that on there. And so I don't really know what she stands for. I know from her past run what she stands for to some degree, but of course that could have changed, just like her stance on gay rights has. So I'm not sure. But obviously I am a pro-Hillary Clinton supporter, but I'm not quite ready to put a sticker on my bumper yet. So until I know where she stands on everything, I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic about her. But hopefully, if she is who I think she is, and she is going to do what she says she's going to do, hopefully she will win. Because for God's sakes, who the fuck else are we going to have? Mark Rubio, Ted Cruz, these fucking Republican morons. I mean, the people she's running against are all fucking clowns anyway. So it's not like it's a tough choice for an educated person. But this is the United States of America we're talking about, and most people here are fucking morons. Ones who vote in people like George Bush Jr. or people who would vote for Sarah Palin, or Mark Rubio, or Ted Cruz, or Rick Perry, or any of these morons, okay? I mean, there are people out there who would vote for them because they vote against their own best interest. They vote based on social policies, which really have nothing to do with them. So hopefully we will see that people will actually come out and support Hillary in her run. I know that I do as far as I can, and we'll see. Time will tell, and we'll see what happens. So that's all for tonight's Gay Mass Show. I'll be back next Tuesday. Oh, by the way, I am going to interview a couple people the next couple weeks probably. One's an author who's from Dallas, and she wrote a book, a gay and lesbian related book. I'm going to review that and discuss it with her in a couple weeks. And then also, I'm still waiting to hear back from I did hear back from the people from the Amazing Race, and he's supposed to give me a date that he can do the interview. So that should happen as well soon. So when they do, I'll let you know. But be sure to listen in and check out the archives if you've never listened to the show before. There's a lot of shows on there. And I think we're actually approaching, 500 shows or 1,000 shows. I don't know. We've done a lot of shows. So thanks for listening. I'll be back next Tuesday. You have a great night.